Hello and welcome to a special Franchise Hockey Manager 4 stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me is... No, there's no one with me. I'm here all by myself. And that's okay. This is a special stream. It's Tuesday night. We usually stream on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. However, rather than spend a lot of time looking at... just the draft and where this is going, I figured I would jump on tonight and kind of go through the draft, what I'm looking for to help improve this team and hopefully help us take the next steps. Things of note that have already happened. Aaron Ekblad won the Norris Trophy for us. He was a first-team All-Star. That was the only big thing that really happened. We re-signed some coaches. We re-signed some scouting. Pittsburgh won the Stanley Cup because, of course, they did. Other than that, again, I really just pushed us right to this point. If you tune in tomorrow, we will be back with this series, and I'm going to try and sim it as far as I can because, frankly, we're starting to run out of time. Because something else is coming. Now, if you're hearing some extra noises, I have switched streaming studios, so I'm testing out some new things, so if something sounds a little bit off, I'm sorry. It's not on purpose. But let me know in the comments, or if you happen to be in the Twitch stream, just leave a message. And so I can make that adjustment so we're ready for regular streams. I don't know if this will be archived. I'm thinking I'll probably archive it, but we'll see how this goes. So, what happened? Just taking a quick look at the standings then. As you remember, we lost in the first round. That was all Jeff's fault, who we lost to the Islanders, who only went to the second round, then got swept. And against Buffalo, Buffalo played Pittsburgh in the finals, but then Pittsburgh beat them 4-1. They went to the Stanley Cup Finals versus Edmonton, who actually beat out Winnipeg to make it into the finals. And Pittsburgh wins 4-3. There's been some movement already, but Pittsburgh still has some guys you might recognize, like Matt Murray, Xavier Ouellette's playing for them. Sidney Crosby, Philip Zadina ended up there. Gone is, again, Malkin. We've talked about him. Victor Arvidsson's there. Boone Jenner. Nikolai Golubin. Nathan Beaulieu. There's some names, but not a great team, but a team that obviously played well enough. We've had what I've considered to be a pretty good team, but we just can't seem to get that win. So it's the entry draft. Just taking a quick look at our depth chart, you can see we have 3 first-round picks. We have ours, we have LA's, and Rangers. Unfortunately, LA did really well, or they didn't do really well, but they got off their stumble from the start of the season. The Rangers, you can see, finished 4th, and actually better than us. So we're picking, and if we look here at our chart, so we have LA's pick at 17, Rangers pick at 21, and our pick at 24. So we got some late first-round picks. We could try and maybe move up, and maybe we'll try and move into like that Boston slot, if Boston would maybe kind of move, depending on who's there. Our scouting tells us that there's not a great draft coming, but it's not terrible. We can probably find some players. And again, some of this is going to be just picking up some capital. So we're going to click on the NHL entry draft page, and we can see kind of the top guy, according to our list, is Brian Ware. He's 2.5 stars already. He's likely to go first overall. If he doesn't, then maybe we try and make a move to try and get him. But trading into the top 5 is going to be really tough. He put up 68 points in 46 games, but he gets hurt a lot. So that's the one scary part. Now, everyone else is saying 5. We have him as 4. But his injury history might make him drop. Rory Boatman, because we are going to need some defensemen. Looks like a much safer play. So I'm kind of interested to see who goes here. So we'll kind of just let it happen and maybe kind of pick as we go. So we'll go next pick, and the first guy is Brian Ware. Goes first to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Next pick is the defenseman, as expected. So left winger, and I'm not going to pronounce some of these names because I'm going to do it terribly, which I'm sure somebody will comment at some point going, what are you talking about? That's probably true. I'm probably messing up saying something, but hey, it wouldn't be a stream if I didn't screw up a name. And we can still see a lot of Charlie Phillips. Tell me more about Charlie Phillips. 3.5 star potential. We see him as even lower than that. So that's kind of odd. Maybe our scouting isn't quite as good as it should be. So next pick, if Kyle Mueller doesn't go by pick 10, I think we'll try and make a trade to see if we can get. Oh, Patrick Wolf just won. Next pick, Marcus Jensen. Ottawa's up. And there he went. Okay. All right, so there's 1 2.5 star guy left. Columbus is up. This guy's got some talent. I wonder if we can make a trade with Columbus. What does Columbus need? So, because it is draft day, it means Columbus will take offers immediately. So they have a weakness at left wing. So let's see if... Well, they do not have a lot of players on rights. Okay. So they don't have a second round pick. So that could work to our advantage. So if we offer them... Let's offer them our pick. And they don't have a second rounder. We do, but we have an extra 5th from Winnipeg. What if I just offer them a 1st and a 5th? And they'll do that. Okay, so we don't even have to give up a prospect. We can jump up right now. So we're going to finalize that trade and take that big jump. So we're going to be able to come up and draft our guy here. Best guy we see on the board left. Just check, make sure he... Oh boy, does he get hurt. Whew. He's very injury prone. Alright, who's the next top guy? Let's look at current ability, because that's going to help us too. 2 stars only. That's disappointing. That is a lot of penalty minutes being put up in the WHL. Holy cow. 247 minutes. Still put up 92 points. That's impressive. Alright, let's go back. Looking at full potential here. Okay. A little bit hurt on the arms, but not bad otherwise. Or Thatcher Miles. That's interesting. 1 star, 3 star potential, 3.5 star. Everyone else seen him as. Looks pretty healthy. Okay, you know what? Thatcher Myers is the player we're going to draft right now. If Bizo falls a little more, maybe we'll look at picking him up, but his injury prone, take him at pick 10. Doesn't make any sense. So next pick. Next pick. Okay, we're creeping towards another one of our picks. So you know what? Let's just skip right to it. Okay, so Bizo ended up going to Montreal. Of course he did. So we can look here and see. Okay. Interesting. Mark Baker, we don't have a lot of scouting on. It says he's only 2.5, but he's putting up 90 points. That's not bad. Maybe we'll look at him for the next pick down. Okay, you know what? That's such a good name. I have to take it. Robbie O'Quinn, 6'4", United States National Development Team, 6'4". Yeah, we're picking him. All right, awesome. pick until human, and so we're up to pick 21 now. And we can see there's been a drastic change. So Mark Baker is still there. We don't have a good scouting idea of what he actually is. If I was smart, I would start looking at defensemen only. But we do have some defensemen coming. And we could grab one and then let me just filter out just for the defenseman. Or at least let me look at... let's just filter out forwards. So the highest guy left is a German player. Not really known. Mike Brody playing defense. 32 points, 64 games. Nothing outstanding there, but not a bad player. Alright, we're going to grab him, Mike Brody, and take him. Just to give us a little bit more defensive depth. And so we'll reset. Show everybody back. And so let's pick until human now. So we advanced all the way to pick 46. Funnily enough, that German defenseman's still there. But I don't know that we should maybe be drafting him. Okay, left winger Justin Level. 32 points in 55 games. Nothing great for Victoriaville. But he's in a league we know who's going to produce and bring players. Or we could take Charles Alexandre Charest. Okay, you got me with that name. We're going to pick him. Great name. And so we pick again 10 picks later at pick 56. Justin Libel's still there. Alright, we're going to pick him then. And we'll pick until human, so we move all the way down to pick 88. And we can see taking a look at the tallest guys, just because that's sometimes fun. And you can sometimes find just the odd person who just kind of stands out. Playing in the LHQ, interesting. Okay, we're going to take Jarrow O'Mullerin, because that's a great name too. And I'm sure Jeff will love seeing all these names of the guys we drafted. Pick 113, lucky 113. You know what, we can always use another goalie prospect. So I think Anton Persson. 6'1", 2-star potential, which isn't bad. Playing in Southern Sweden under 20 league. Maybe it would be a good spot for him to continue to grow. We're not really going to touch him. Just let him become a good goalie, hopefully. Alright. And so we're at pick 152 now. So let's look at some nationalities. There's a guy from the United Arab Emirates. 52 points in 24 games. I almost want to draft him just because he's from there. A Mexican. Manny Varela. Awesome. 70 points in 31 games. Ooh, another Australian. Thomas Harris. All right. Georgian. Interesting. Also scanning for any interesting names. Nothing's really jumping out here though, so no, was that an O'Halloran? Ben O'Halloran. Well, since we have one O'Halloran, I guess we might as well draft another one. I'll have to watch for that guy later. Oh, he's only 5'9", so he's not very tall. Alright, we'll take Zach Carpentier. Pick until human. Take him. So we have one pick left. And if he's still available, oh, Lafleur. Kevin Lafleur is playing. Bradley May. All right, we're going to take Ben O'Halloran with our last pick, because why not? So we'll pick him to even, which ends the draft. All right. So with our late picks, we didn't pick up anybody outstanding, but we got a few names. Unfortunately, nobody who's probably going to help us this year. That being said, it is now June 23rd, which means we have to try and get some guys signed, because we're going to lose rights to some players here very quickly. And there was some trades. And I'm just going to quickly go click through them just in case anyone of interest pops up. Mackenzie Entwistle. Well, Zach Bogosian gets moved. Alright, so to sign guys, we want to go to unsigned draftees. And I'm looking for like things like June 30th, 2023. So Robert Blight, 1.5 stars. Let's offer him a contract. He wants a rookie deal. Awesome. One of our rookie defensemen, first round picks. His contract demands exceed your budget. Ooh. Uh-oh. We might have to wait to offer some contracts until later. That's fine. It'll work out here. Okay, so 2023. Goaltender of the future. Okay, he is a prospect. We'll offer him $60,000 to be in the minors. I know our budget looks bad right now, but it'll make more sense once we get everything done. Kaylor McKenzie, don't want to lose him either. All right, 2023. Would really like Dave Schroeder to come out of college, but he wants to play college hockey still. Ryan Suzuki? Well, we'll have to wait till July 1st and see if they'll change their minds. That's okay. Is that all the 2023s? Blight, Vixen, McKenzie. Okay, that should be everybody. Just looking at upcoming free agents. I'm not really going to be sad if we lose anybody here. Ovechkin's definitely gone. Losing his almost $7 million salary will be good. Give us a little bit of a break. I'm not really intending to keep Sean Element, but I can make sure I qualify him because he is 3 stars. All right. We're going to have new guys coming in. I shouldn't let Jacob Larson go either. Depends what he wants. He wants a qualifying offer. Do that as well. Even though he might leave, that's fine. We get a little bit of compensation, or maybe he'll come down in his offer eventually in free agency. That leaves us with... So we currently have 44 players under contract. So we're going to get a little bit dicey here. We might have to move some people. That's okay. I'm just going to look at trading block here, see if anybody of interest. Braden Holtby's up. What's Holtby's contract? Oh boy, it's big. 8.5 million. That's too much. If it was lower, I would consider trying to move Hellebuck. But Hellebuck's on a much better deal than he is. Alright, so we'll advance a day or two. Players need to be assigned numbers. So this is our, yeah. So contract negotiation update, blah, 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 nothing of great importance here. Read messages. We got a little bit of time left, so what I would like to do is see if I can dump a couple contracts here. We're going to lose a few guys, but I would like to see if I can dump like Cal Clegg, for instance. Okay, well, right there. He might go perfect right there, so... And if we're trying to drop another goalie or another player here, just kind of looking through the list of someone who... Okay, if I throw Lucas Backman... And just scrolling down the list, trying to find somebody else who who doesn't really have a future with us. Some of these guys could have futures. Alright, we'll offer them those two. And all we are really wanting to do is dump players, so all we're going to ask for is about a 6th round pick. Offer that trade, and we'll move on here. Because all we want to do is just try and dump some contracts. Now, it's important to remember, it does get a little bit slower streaming, or not streaming, it gets a little slower when you're trying to sim at this time in the season because the database is about as large as it possibly can be. So if you do notice some slowdown, that's why. So we can see a few things have happened. The Senators have hired Rick Tocchet to be their new coach because they fired Pete DeBoer. And San Jose fired their coach as well. The good news about that means we're not getting fired. Because I believe we signed a contract extension last year. We had a great year other than the fact we got bounced in the first round, which was unfortunate, but... Okay, Quinn Bullion will sign his contract. He wants 2 but can't get it, so he's going to take number 27 and be happy. Of course he is. And the Ducks will make that trade, so we're going to complete that trade right now. Gives us a little bit more contract room. And so we're down to 47. 5 or so expiring, and we can make a decision where we want to go from there. Of course, we have a bunch of guys we're going to sign here too, so Robert Blight has signed. We can send him back to Sault Ste. Marie, so we're going to do that, I think. That'll give us another bit of flexibility, so we'll send him back down. If I change my mind later, I will call him back up. So contracts, we're sitting at 48. We should really try and dump somebody else. Okay, how many defensemen do we have on our active roster right now? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay, so we should try. Oh, Quinn Bullion hurt. Ruptured Achilles tendon. Okay, so he'll be back for training camp. 31 points. Okay, we should try and move Cal Fleury too. So let's shop him around. See if we get any decent offers. Okay, Vegas is offering us a first round pick. That makes it pretty easy. That is by far the best offer, and you know, something we could easily use. Gives us some more cap room. So, all right, first round draft pick for Cal Fleury. That works out just fine. Still probably would like to move one more defenseman, but we don't want to do it too soon in case we start getting a bunch of injuries here, so we'll leave it for the time being. So, but that was a pretty solid pickup for us. First round pick. And let's see, so Caleb McKenzie has joined the team. Awesome. And I'm just going to refresh my page here because suddenly the video has gone black and hopefully everything's still fine. So Caleb McKenzie is signed, all happy. I'm going to quickly assign him back. He's only at half a star anyways. Just didn't want to lose his rights, but that gives us a little bit more flexibility too in terms of contracts. Because the contract in the minors doesn't hurt us at all. Huh. Apparently Twitch has died, or I can't reach it. And so we can see we didn't win Manager of the Year, we didn't reach the finals, we didn't win the championship, but we got a lot of other check marks. We didn't hit any negatives either, which all in all isn't a bad thing. And so we got 5 new training points. And so we're going to put some into coaching prospects. And all right. So I'm not sure why, but the stream has died on my webpage, but it appears to be going fine on my phone. So we will continue here for the time being. Huh. All right, that's interesting. Well then, maybe things aren't going well because it looks like, So I don't know what the answer is. Okay, so that loaded just fine. All right, that's fine. This is fine. Checking back. Okay, Twitch is now loaded again. Huh. I'm not really sure what happened there. I don't know if the stream split or not. Video playing again. But hopefully everything's going okay. We're back. This is getting kind of odd, but hey, whatever. If we're still going, that's fine. So Caleb McKenzie's down. We're going to continue. We're only going to keep this stream going just for a couple more days, and we'll be done. And then we'll be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OTP Developments. So if the stream was lost, I apologize for that. I'm not sure what could have happened that would have caused that. And continue. And again, this flipped from the June 30th to July 1st is when all the databases make changes, so that's why it can get a little bit long, which again is why I didn't want to do this during our regular stream. So continue. And all right, so we have hit July 1st, and we can see what has happened. So, the Oilers have signed Kailer Yamamoto to a big contract. Just skipping down here. Board confidence update. Your objective was to reach the playoffs, and you reached Stanley Cup playoffs, but lost directly round of 16. This was a decent season. For long-term perspective, Vinny Viola is happy with your work as general manager, and he looks forward to the future. Has specified the following objective: playoffs. 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 So our current budget is $80,390,000, and we're currently sitting at $385,000. So we're just kind of hanging on here. All right. So we can see a bunch of deals have been made, and because it is 2023, we're starting to see players retire. Frederick Anderson retires. Dominique Furk. Darcy Kemper. Anders Nielsen. Semyon Varlamov. Jonathan Quick is retiring, and they are retiring his number. That's nice. Corey Perry's out. TJ Oshie, Jacob Markstrom. Marc-Andre Fleury retires at age 38. Burns, Bobrovsky, Bishop. That's a lot of goaltenders retiring in 1 year. But hey, it happens. Development report, Ovechkin has decreased even more. He's down to 1 star. So we are happy to have him gone. Sami Vatanen retires. Killorn. John Marchessault. Wow. Keith Yandel, Colin Wilson. Jonathan Taves retires. Eric Johnson's gone. Logan Couture decides to hang him up at 34 years old. His career's kind of on the downswing. Ian Cole retires. And just like that, we see the end for a lot of players, which means there's going to be quite a bit in a goalie market, it would seem. If we take a look here now, we can see contracts. We got 39 players under contract. If we are this tight to the budget, we're going to need to look at our personnel here. Okay, we got 4 coaches. We got 4 assistants. Capiano, Cookson. Okay, Cookson's not actually doing anything, but he's supposedly pretty good, so we'll hold on to him for right now. Oh, he's assistant. He's the assistant head coach. Okay, that's fine. Adam Foote. Talis. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at all of our scouts here. And okay. Release one scout. Release another scout. So yeah, we're losing a bit in compensation, but we're, doing okay otherwise. All right. Get rid of our Italian scouts because we don't need them anymore. Him. He's out. Release this German scout. And another Russian scout. Alright, we feel pretty good about that as it is. Alright. Okay, so we've paid off almost $81,000, compensation 80.5 at least, and cut the payroll down, so that'll help us some with trimming the fat off the budget. So we have 3 goalies right now. So let's look at our depth chart. Samuel Mochambeau, 2 stars. Okay, I should put Spencer Knight on the market is what I should do. We're gonna shop him around. With all the goaltenders who are out, somebody's gonna want him. Scott Kozert, okay, not bad. Well, it's not terrible either. So we got some interesting prospects so far. Reject that one. Tyler Steenberg, 2.5 stars, center. 6th round pick. Okay, I don't mind that. 6th round pick. Okay. Brett Pierce. Parker Fu. Nashville's trying to hustle on us. We don't really need Shea Theodore. Okay. Kings offer a... Okay, we're going to reject that trade. We're going to reject that trade. So Tyler Steenberg, we're going to reject that trade too. Reject that one. So we're down to 2 offers. Parker Fu. and Brett Pesh. Puts up decent numbers. He looks like a decent defenseman. He's on a $4 million contract, though. What I'd like to do is see if I can flip him immediately. That's Parker Foo's contract, though. 1.1 million. All right, so we're gonna reject this trade, and we're gonna complete this trade. But we're gonna put him immediately on the block and see if anyone will bite. And all right, got a bunch of trade offers. Vegas is offering their first round pick again. Winnipeg's offering their first round pick. Anaheim, Colorado. Oh, we got lots of first round pick offers. Detroit offers us a second round pick. Montreal offers us a first round pick. All right, of all the teams on here, okay, Winnipeg almost was in the finals, so they're out. Edmonton was in the finals, so they're out. You know, I'm thinking Colorado's actually going to be the place to send him. Or Arizona. Keep him out of our conference. Yeah, so we're going to send him to Colorado. All right. So that gives us a little bit more breathing room. We still have 4 goalies under contract. Dixon can immediately go down. All right. So we have a little bit of flexibility now. Taking a look at everybody on here. And all right. Okay, most notably, can we send anybody down right now? Trubisky can only go down. He's only 1 star. He's probably not going to be here anyways. Patrick Jorge. Alright. Okay. I'm going to send Walsh back down. Gives us a little more breathing room. Harlan, O'Halloran. Okay. So let's look at free agents. Is there anybody of interest? We're going to turn off restricted free agents and only look at unrestricted. Matt Murray is available. I don't know that he's better than what we have. With Vasilevsky, and since there's so many teams looking for goalies, it's probably best if we just let that kind of go as it should. Jonathan Huberdeau makes it to market. I'm trying to think what we actually kind of need. Trying to find somebody who would fit a role. Like, we kind of need a scoring winger still, but I don't know. You got guys who might be able to move into that role, so I don't really want to take that away. And somebody like Nick Ritchie, who scored 60 points, spent 222 minutes on the penalty box, though, probably wants just a fortune to play. 4.68 million. Yeah, that's too rich for what we need. Kemp had a pretty good year. What's he want for a contract? I guess 26, he's probably wanting a big contract. 4.68. That's actually not terrible for a 26-year-old because he shouldn't be on the down slope yet. Of anyone on there, he's the one who makes the most amount of sense. So if I look at my roster here, all right, let's offer Kemp a contract. We'll see. If we get him, he would fit just about right. Otherwise, not too worried about it. I'm also just going to look here for any young players who might have been overlooked in the draft, who have kind of turned on. Maybe who got released. Not sure why he's out, but okay, let's okay, we're not going to be able to sign him anyway, so let's not worry about that. Jack Jensen is of interest, but probably not going to help us. Okay, I just can't with my current budget space, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to live as we are and kind of push as we are right now. Which is fine, especially if we get Kemp. So we will advance till tomorrow and see if we get Kemp. If we get Kemp, well, that should help things along and give us that hopefully scoring winger we need. But I also, which reminds me, I should have made offers to the NCAA guys again. So I'll need to do that immediately before I forget. Try and get the Suzuki brothers playing together. Which would be a fun, nice, interesting twist. All right, and players need to be assigned numbers, which means Adrian Kemp has signed. All right. So we get an offer from Latvia and Austria to be head coach, as well as some other ones who are less entertaining. We can't be the bad guys from Mighty Ducks. So we have Austria and Latvia. We're going to take over the Latvian job. Because why not? And we can see some more movement, some trades. So basically our roster is set other than unsigned draftees. Really, I can't make him an offer because of... Oh, no, that should work. Ask for response. Okay. Offer. And Suzuki. Where's my other guy? Schrader. Schrader has said, though, he's basically wants to not play. And he's a 3-star guy who just... Like, he was a first-round pick in 2021, and he just won't come, which is really sad and annoying. Still look a little bit better, closer to everybody. Oh, you are just hurting me, Schrader. Just hurting me when you don't want to come. He would have been a great fit had he actually signed. But so what? We are probably over the salary cap right now, but we have some guys on our team who are going to get sent down anyways. Our team looks basically set. I think I'm probably still going to have to shop a defenseman. So it's probably going to be Aho or Hughes. Probably Hughes because he's 1 goal, like 22 points. Aho at least had 31 points, 77 minutes, -7. Hughes was +5, but playing more sheltered minutes. Hughes also has a little more upside. Maybe a reason to get rid of Aho. Alright, let's just shop Aho anyways. So we got 8 trade offers. They're offering us Tyler Myers. Reject. Max Gilden. Reject. Jordan Eberle. Reject. Tobias Gracer. Reject. 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 And Alexander Radzyski. Reject. So while I have the moment here, Edmonton has a weakness on left defense. All right. Montreal, Nashville, Ottawa. All right, we're going to offer him to Montreal. We offer him for a 2nd-round pick, and it seems like they will likely take that offer, according to it. All right, so here's where I'm going to stop then. I'll be skimming ahead a little bit, kind of see where we get to. So thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager 4 stream. We typically stream it every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. You can find all of our streams archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey. You can also come down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, and that'll take you to our official forums where you come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, MLB Manager, or anything else you want. And with that, we also have a new official Discord server, which you can join as well. The link is in our Twitter profile. Or if you head to our website, you should find a link there as well. So thank you very much, and we'll see you all again very soon.